The call came at 9:13 a.m. Her tone was polite, restrained, but I caught it, the fracture beneath her words. "Mr. John, could you come to the school right away? It's about your son." The pause after son told me everything I needed to know. Not danger, not injury, something worse, something human. When I arrived, she met me outside the classroom. Her eyes flicked toward the door, then back to me. "He brought something for show and tell," she said quietly. "He said it's his mother's secret phone." My pulse slowed instead of racing. It's strange how the body reacts to betrayal. The heart doesn't panic, it listens. I stepped inside. The children were quiet, watching. My son sat on the floor, legs crossed, a black smartphone resting in his small palms. Not my wife's phone, not one I'd ever seen. He looked up at me, innocent and unknowing. "Mommy said not to tell you," he whispered. The world around me bent inward. I crouched, smiled because I had to, took the phone. My hands didn't shake, they never do when I'm angry. That night, she was making dinner, chicken, the way she knows I hate it. The phone sat charging on the counter. She didn't notice. "I stopped by school today," I said casually. "Our son brought something interesting." A flicker in her hand. The knife paused mid-slice, then resumed. She smiled, too easily. "Oh, what was it this time?" I didn't answer. I let the silence grow legs, crawl between us. The lock screen was her face. Same smile, different lighting. Same woman, different life. Inside were messages, photos, a separate world. A number saved only as J. I went through them all that night. Every word a knife, every image a precise incision. She hadn't just cheated, she'd documented it, hidden it behind her motherhood. When she kissed our son goodnight, I stood at the doorframe and watched her. Something about her tenderness repulsed me. I didn't confront her, not yet. People make mistakes. Liars make patterns. The next few weeks, I became a student of her silence. The sudden phone checks in the bathroom. The overnight work messages. The half smile that didn't reach her eyes. I mirrored calm. A husband, still present, still predictable. But inside, I built a plan. I cloned the SIM card, downloaded everything. Traced Jay's number to a familiar address. Someone from her past. A man I'd once invited into our home. It's almost poetic how betrayal circles back to where you least expect it. Each night, I watched her sleep, listened to her breathing, imagined what kind of love demands that kind of deception. I didn't want revenge. I wanted understanding. By the end of week 3, I had both. The truth came as a file, digital evidence wrapped in precision, timestamps, coordinates, photographs. There was no room for doubt. She hadn't just cheated. She'd built a parallel existence, a world where I didn't exist. That evening, I invited her to sit. No anger, no voice raised. "I found your other phone," I said. She froze. Just a fraction of a second, but enough. Her eyes widened, then softened into tears. She reached for words, for me, for something human to hold. I handed her the printed messages, the pictures, the receipts. "I just want you to read them," I said. She did, slowly, hands trembling. I watched her fall apart in real time. Every line of text a dismantled lie. When she finally looked up, her voice broke into a whisper. "I can explain." I nodded. "I know you can." But I didn't let her. I didn't yell, didn't throw anything. Instead, I slid a folder across the table. Divorce papers, drafted weeks ago. Her signature space already marked. "You'll sign these tomorrow," I said calmly. "And you'll tell our son the truth." Her lips quivered. "John, please, I made a mistake." "No," I interrupted, my voice soft. "You made a decision." She cried. I didn't move. There's a strange serenity in control. When you finally stop loving someone, the noise disappears. I took the ring off my finger, placed it beside her glass. It made a small sound, sharp, final. She moved out 3 days later. The house is quieter now, cleaner somehow. My son still asks when she's coming home. I tell him soon, not because I believe it, but because some lies are meant to protect. Sometimes, at night, I look at the spot where she used to sleep. The pillow still remembers her shape, the air, her scent. But I feel nothing. Maybe that's what truth does. It doesn't set you free. It strips you bare until freedom is all that's left. Last week, I deleted the backup files, burned the printed copies. Not out of forgiveness, out of finality. I've learned something from her. Secrets only have power as long as they're hidden. Now, she's the one living in silence. And me? I've never felt quieter.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.